All right, so I want to tell you another story, and this is a story that I use for my employees to kind of show the kind of effort that I'm looking for out of them. And I like to use Outback Steakhouse because everybody's heard of Outback Steakhouse, and everyone's been there at one point in time. So this is going to be a fun little story because now after you hear this story, when you go to restaurants, you're going to look at things a little bit differently. So I like to say, I'm going to Outback Steakhouse, I'm going to get my dinner, and then I want you to imagine this is what I call waitress number one. So waitress comes up to me, she gives me my dinner, I have a great time, and then she comes by and she's like, hey, no rush, here's your check. I go, hey, thank you very much. And then she takes off, and then ultimately I handle that check. So I want you to consider, what is the likelihood I'm going to order dessert from that waitress in that situation? I'll tell you, it's very, very low. If she didn't prompt me for it, it's probably not going to happen, right? Now, maybe it was my birthday and I brought it up to her, or maybe there was some other special occasion, but the waitress did nothing for that. That would have had to happen from me initiating that conversation. All right, so that was waitress number one. Waitress number two, she's better at this, right? So I'm sitting there eating my dinner, I'm getting ready to kind of finish up, and I go, hey, I see her out of the corner of my eye, I'm like, waitress. She comes over, I'm like, hey, can I get the check, please? She goes, hey, before I bring you your check, can I talk to you about our dessert menu? And I'm going to go, well, no, that's cool. I don't really need dessert tonight, but thank you. So consider between waitress number one and waitress number two, who's more likely to get some dessert sales, right? Definitely waitress number two at least brought it up. So I don't know how many, I've never been a waiter or waitress, I have no idea how many tables, but I'm guessing they do like 15, 20 tables a night. If she's at least offering it, maybe she's going to sell one or two, desserts out of that. Okay. Waitress number three is the kind of employee that I want. It's definitely the employee that you want. It's the employee that everybody wants. So waitress number three, as she's sitting me down and she's asking me for my drinks, she's going to prep me right then and there. She's going to say, hey, listen, I want you to save room for dessert. You're absolutely going to love this. I'll tell you more about it later, right? And she plants a seed for me. So I'm like, okay, I don't think I'm really into it, but whatever. So I'm going to eat my dinner and all that, and then she's going to recognize that I'm getting close to the end. So she's going to come up to me before I even have to flag her down. She goes, listen, I have to tell you about this. I can see that you're almost done with your meal. You have to hear me out here. We have our chef, Ramon, in the back. This guy is the most amazing chef ever. He makes the most amazing chocolate triple layer cake. This thing comes out in multiple layers. It's got chocolate and fudge all over. It's got sprinkles. It's got drizzle on it. It is the most amazing cake you have ever had in your life. You absolutely have to try this. Everybody else who tries this cake absolutely love it. How many pieces am I going to bring? You want one for everybody, or you want to share one? Okay? That is the kind of waitress that is absolutely going to sell a lot more desserts. So I want you to consider this from an employee standpoint. How much harder was her job? Like compared to waitress number one and waitress number two. Waitress number three was basically doing the same exact job. She just might have made a couple little tweaks to it. There's no way waitress number three is going to get off work and be super exhausted by all the times that she was talking about dessert that day. In my opinion, she gave about 1% more effort towards her job, but she's going to have an amazing amount more success. So think about the benefits of this. So first of all, as a customer, if I eat the dessert, I'm probably going to have a better experience overall. I'm probably going to be happier, in a better mood. So when it comes tip time, not only is my bill higher because I actually had more purchases by buying the dessert, I'm actually in a better mood, and I'm probably going to tip a more amount. Think about from the restaurant or the manager standpoint. The manager has employees, and they're whatever they're looking for to do for the revenue for the night is going to be higher. If I'm Mr. Outback and I own this place, I'm probably going to be happy. So everybody is going to benefit. The customer is going to be happy. They're going to sell more cheesecake or chocolate cake. They're going to the waitress is going to get a bigger tip. The restaurant's making more money. Everybody is happy because this waitress decided to give about 1% more effort. So I absolutely consider that when you're thinking about what kind of employee you are, or if you're an employer, or what kind of employee you're looking for. Do you want waitress number one, 2, or 3? And I think the answer is clear. So hopefully you love that story.